Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about 5 signs the narcissist is actually secretly jealous of you. See, narcissists, they're ruled by jealousy and envy, and a lot of people don't realize that the person that they're with is actually jealous of them because a lot of times the narcissist may not let you know that they're jealous of you. They don't want to show that. So I'm going to give you 5 signs that the narcissist is actually secretly jealous of you. Number 1, and the most obvious sign, is they gossip and talk about you behind your back, all right? Nobody loves to rip you up more behind your back and put you down and discredit you and try to tell other people that you have mental issues more than a covert narcissist who is jealous of you. Okay? What they want to do is discredit you to everybody else so that people look down on you. They want to indirectly shame you. And what covert narcissists love to do is they love to gossip behind your back, but they love to do it and pretend it's from a place of caring, concern, because they don't want to look like a bad guy to everybody. They don't want to look like, they're out for a witch hunt. So they'll say things like, I don't know, there's something up with her, or there's something up with him. I really think they need, some therapy, or they just do strange or weird things, right? Or they did this, or there's always something wrong with them. They're always picking on everything, or they just can't let things go. Okay, so they're going to be constantly talking about you behind your back because they want everybody to look down on you and, have no respect for you. So they character assassinate you behind your back. And you're not going to know that right away until maybe somebody comes up to you and tells you that the narcissist was actually talking about you behind your back. So if they're talking about you behind your back, you can trust and believe you have gotten under their skin and they are jealous of you, okay? What's another big sign that narcissists are jealous of you? They copy you, okay? They may copy the way you dress. They may copy the way you talk. They may try to, be chummy with your friends. They try to become you. They may steal your business ideas. So they try to mold themselves into who you are because they're jealous of you and they're envious and they want to try to be you, all right? Narcissists don't have a true self. They never want to, be vulnerable. They never want to show who they truly are. So when they're jealous of other people, a lot of times they'll copy, like, for instance, the way they dress. They'll copy, things they do. So they try to become like the people that they're jealous of, all right? What's another sign a narcissist is jealous? And here's another obvious sign, you guys. They won't compliment you. They'll just sit there and they give you that smirky smile. They'll never give you praise. Let's say you said something to them like, oh, I'm getting a raise at work. And what a lot of them will do, especially the covert narcissist, they'll say, oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting a raise too. Then it always shifts back to them where they're talking about themselves. They're going to totally put it back on them and start praising themselves, or they'll change the conversation, all right? When somebody does that, when you're doing really well and you're feeling good about yourself and you're telling the narcissist, I lost 20 pounds, I feel good, this and that. Then all of a sudden what they're going to do is they're going to shift the conversation over to them and they'll start talking about like, yeah, no, I've been doing my health program too, blah, 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 blah. They're not going to sit there and say, well, oh, I think that's fantastic or something like that. Or they could give you a phony compliment like, oh, that's great. I'm so happy for you. And then what they're going to do is they're going to disengage. They're not going to want to talk about it anymore. And they're going to try to redirect everything back to them, okay? They don't want to praise you. They don't want to compliment you. And they definitely don't want to validate you. So, a jealous person does not want to, they don't want to build you up. They want to tear you down. And that's a sure sign that somebody is jealous of you because they will never, ever validate what you're saying. Instead, they're going to criticize, judge you, and put you down, or they're going to tell you you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about. Or they could just sit there like the covert narcissist and say nothing and look at you with that stare to intimidate you. Because they refuse to validate you and say, oh, that's great, or, I think you're doing a good job. They don't want to do it because they're so filled with jealousy. It would kill them to give you a compliment or kill them to, tell you you're doing a good job or you're right. They never want to tell you you're right, okay? So they're extremely, extremely jealous. What's another big sign that the narcissist is very jealous? They can't stop with other people. They can't stop bringing you up, okay? They constantly bring up people that they're jealous of, okay? Let's say that you're in a relationship with the narcissist and they're jealous of somebody at their job. What are they going to do? They're going to come back to you and they're going to constantly bring that person's name up and be constantly talking about how they're a terrible person, or, they're trying to kiss up to the boss when it's really the narcissist who's trying to kiss up to the boss. But they're going to be constantly talking about people that they're jealous of. This is what they do because it's causing them such anxiety and anger, about these people. Like, they wish that they were them, and they're jealous of people's authenticity because they can't be like them because they're a basic coward. So they're going to constantly be talking about people they're jealous of and constantly be putting them down. Now, another way that a narcissist can show their jealousy is to not only put you down behind your back and smear you and gossip about you, but by putting you down directly, okay? By, hitting you where it hurts. A narcissist who's very jealous of you is going to be very wicked with it, okay? This is a big red flag. You're dealing with a narcissist who's jealous of you, because they don't just criticize and insult you. They look to tear you down and destroy you. They are wicked with it. Wicked. They want to hurt you so badly because of that deep-rooted jealousy they have of you. So they're going to throw low blows. They're going to, talk whatever you're vulnerable about. That narcissist is going to bring up and try to give you a complex, all right? Or what they'll try to do when they're jealous of you, they're going to compliment other people to make you feel uncomfortable. They'll go and they'll praise everybody else. Oh, I think that's great you're doing that. Or you're so wonderful. You're so smart. Oh, look at you. How, you've been looking good and everything. They're telling everybody else how wonderful, how good they are. And they say nothing about you. They don't give you any praise or anything. That's a sign they're jealous. They don't want to give you any praise, but they want you to see that they're praising everybody else. And this is to make you feel small. This is what it is. It's to make you feel small, all right? The other sign narcissists are jealous is that they dismiss you. They dismiss you for a couple of different reasons. Covert narcissists love to dismiss people, but a lot of times they're doing it because they're jealous of you, all right? So, in other words, they may ignore you, they may turn their back, they may not return your calls. They want to kind of break you down and break your self-worth. So they're going to try to make you feel like you're unimportant, you're unworthy. They don't have to get back to you right away. Who are you? You're nobody, right? They want to portray that they're better than you. Okay, this could be the covert narcissist also, who's a snob, all right? A lot of snobs are covert narcissists where, they snub people, they put people down for absolutely no reason, mind you. It's not because these people did anything to them, but it's because of their own insecurities and because of their jealousy of other people that are doing well, all right? So they will try to cut them down by dismissing them and, making like they're not important. They're trying to devalue you. This is what they do when they're jealous of you. They want to devalue you. And so they're not going to give you a lot of attention. They may ignore you, dismiss you. and make like you're unimportant because they're jealous maybe of the fact that you have self-confidence, you have self-worth. And what better way to put you down is to, dismiss you, ignore you, make you seem like you're nobody, you're unimportant. That's because they're jealous of you, all right? They want you to feel like you're nothing. Don't always know who the fuck you are, and don't be fazed by these people, because this is exactly their intent, is to make you feel like you're unimportant. So the way they do that is they may not call you back right away, all right? And that is an indirect, passive-aggressive way to show you that I get back to you when I feel like getting back to you. You're not important. You're not important enough for me to get back to you. So they'll show very little respect for you, all right? So these are all signs the narcissist is jealous of you. Another sign, like I said, they will put you down directly as well. They'll criticize you, or what they'll do is they'll give you backhanded compliments. Oh my gosh, this is classic covert narcissist. They'll say things to you like, "Oh, I love that dress that you have on. I love the color of the dress. But it would look better, it looked better. Didn't you wear that last year where you were thinner? Yeah. Something like that. Like, oh, I love the dress, but, it looked better when you were thinner or something like that." Or if you say something to them like, "Well, how do I look?" And if they say, "Well, if you think you look good, then, it's how you like, if you think you look good, then I'm good with it." Okay. Like they refuse to give you a compliment. All right. Because they're jealous of you. So they'll be like, if you think you look good, great, then I think you look good or something. You see what I mean? Like it's like backhanded, like they don't want to, say, "Oh no, you look good," or anything like that. So they're very passive aggressive, indirect, and they give you a complex. This is what they want to do. When they're jealous of you, they're going to give you a complex. Like they may say something to you like, "Oh, is that a gray hair? Oh, I think gray, that looks good on you." Okay? That looks good on you. That's a backhanded compliment, all right? This is how they want to, because they're jealous, they want to put you down. And what's that going to do? That's going to give you a complex rather. That's going to make you feel like, unsure of yourself. And that's exactly what they want. They want you to feel unsure of yourself. The other sign a narcissist is jealous of you is that they don't want to tell you too much, okay? And why don't they want to tell you too much? Because they never want you to get ahead of them, because it's a competition with a narcissist. So they won't tell you certain things, like if they're doing, they may be exercising or going to a personal trainer and they don't tell you because they don't want you doing that. They always want to be one step ahead of you, or they may have a business venture and they don't tell you about it because they don't want you to just, go out and get a business venture. They're in competition with you. They may be friendly with certain people and they don't tell you because they don't want you going out and being friendly with other people. They try to portray like they're alone, they're isolated, this and that. And meanwhile, they have a whole other life of people that they talk to, they see, but they may not tell you that because they don't want you to know and be in competition with them, all right? They're the ones who are actually in competition with you, but they don't want to tell you what they're doing because they don't want you to ever, do the same thing as them and ever outdo them. Everything's a secret with these narcissists, especially the covert narcissist. So, they're jealous when they're holding back and they're keeping secrets because you are a threat. They are jealous of you and they don't want competition with you, okay? Even if you're not a competitive person, they automatically think that you're going to be competitive with them and they're afraid. And that's why a lot of times they won't tell you certain things, all right? Because they're jealous and they're in competition with you and they don't want to, they don't want to open up and give you ideas or ever have a way to outdo them, okay? So the other way that they assign that they're jealous too is that they isolate you. In other words, let's say they get together with friends and they don't include you, or they get together with certain family and they don't include you. The reason they do that is because they're jealous. They don't want to include you. They want to isolate you. They want to be chummy with everybody, else, and they don't want you in there because you are a threat. They don't want you being chummy with other members of the family or their other friends. They don't want you to be able to get together or have good relationships with these people. They want to schmooze up to these people. They want everybody to think that they're the wonderful person, and they want to keep you away from that so that you don't see what they're doing, and they don't want to include you. They want to isolate you. That is a sign that they are jealous. Covert narcissists are great dividers. They don't bring people together. They divide them. And I have seen this. I saw this, when I was married with my ex-mother-in-law. She was not one to bring the family together. She wanted to divide so that she could be the center. And I saw it in other families as well. The narcissist does not want to bring people together. They are dividers. And that's how they have the control of everything, all right? And they do that because they're jealous, all right? They don't want people getting together, being happy. They're afraid that you're going to become too chummy with everybody else and they're going to become unimportant again, all right? So these are all the ways that signs that narcissists are jealous. Another big sign, you guys, that a narcissist is jealous with you is they try to get you in trouble. They may try to get you in trouble with the law. They may call the authorities on you for something, all right? They may call, CPS on you for a child, they want to cause problems for you. So a narcissist who's jealous of you or angry too, they will try to cause problems for you. They will try to get you in trouble in some way with the law. And any way they could try to get you in trouble with the law, it's because they're jealous of you or they're jealous and angry of you, all right? Another way that a sign that the narcissist is jealous of you, is that they want to hurt your progress. Now, how would they do that? Let's say that you have a big meeting in the morning, right? And you tell the narcissist, listen, I have a big presentation in the morning. This could be a big thing for my career, or, I have to take a test in the morning. What is that narcissist going to do? They're going to keep you up all night on the phone, or they're going to keep ringing your phone, or they're going to keep waking you up. Oh, do you know where this is in the kitchen? Do you know where that is in the kitchen? They're going to play the music loud so that you can't sleep. They're going to be banging pots and pans in the kitchen so that you can't sleep. And all of this is to sabotage you so that you don't sleep well and you don't do well in that meeting that you go into. And this is what they'll do because they're jealous. They're jealous of you progressing in your career. I had a narcissist where I was going for my broker's exam. I had studied 6 months for my broker's exam. And it was a really difficult exam. And you know what he did? You guys, you know what this guy did? This crazy malignant narcissist did? An hour before I was going into the exam, he started a big fight with me. Big fight with me where we were yelling and screaming on the phone over nothing. He started a big fight, and it was done deliberately to try to throw me off before I went into that exam because he was jealous I was going for my broker's license. Well, guess what? I passed, all right? So he didn't break me. I actually got my broker's license, so he didn't break me. But this is exactly what they'll try to do to try to sabotage you from moving ahead in your career and doing well, all right? So that was because he was jealous. He's insecure. This is what they'll do. They try to sabotage you. So, another way another thing that they do when they're jealous, and I had a girlfriend who actually did this. She would always tell me, oh, I'm eating so much. I keep eating. I'm eating this. I'm eating that. All right. And I'm saying to myself, oh, she's eating all the time. She was lying. She was lying. She didn't want me to know that she was working out or she was, watching her diet and everything because she was in competition with me. So she would lie and say the opposite. Oh, I'm eating a lot. Oh, I don't care. I'm eating, this bag of Doritos and watching this movie. So, because she was in competition with me, she wanted to look better than me. This is when we were young, we were going out and everything. And this was a sign of her jealousy. She was afraid that if she told me that she was taking care of herself and her self-care, that, it was going to be a competition and I would be competitive with her, which I was not competitive with her. We were friends. We liked each other, but she had this secret competition with me that, she always wanted to get the most attention. So she would lie. She was a liar, and she would lie and say, I don't care, how we would be getting ready to go out or something for the night. She'd be like, oh, I'm going to dress really casual and everything like that. Meanwhile, she shows up and she's got the high heels on with a dressy dress. Okay. So she did these kind of things to counteract things because she was jealous instead of, she wanted to outdo me, all right, because she was jealous, and she would tell me the opposite of what she's doing because she was afraid that, I would, if she told me, oh, I'm going to get really dressed up, and I said, okay, we'll get really dressed up tonight. She didn't want that. She wanted me to go casual, and then she gets dressed up so that she would get all the attention. It's very stupid. It's very petty, but this is what these narcissists are. They're weirdo, stupid, and petty, and it's all about their ego. All eyes on them, okay? So these are some of the ways that narcissists signs that they're jealous of you. If they're talking about you, trust and believe you're doing something right, because you either got under their skin or you are a threat, and they're just so secretly jealous. Like, I have had narcissists that I have broken up with that still comment on my social media and try to give me digs. And me and my homegirl, my girlfriend, she'll say to me, oh, you know who that is? Still jealous. And we laugh about it. That's a sign that they're still jealous because they can't get over you. They always have to throw, nasty digs or something like that any way they can, either on your social media or talk about you behind your back. They'll copy you. They won't compliment you. They don't validate you. They don't include you in things. They want to isolate you. They try to get you in trouble. They try to hurt your progress. These are all the ways the narcissist signs that they're jealous of you. So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. I got to run. I'm going to get interrupted here. Have a great day, you guys. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio at askgaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. If you're confused, you don't know if you're dealing with a narcissist, and you need clarity, you need advice, check out the link in the bio, askgaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. Check out, I have a new Facebook page, Narcissism Info by Yaz. It's facebook.com/thegameexp777. TikTok is The Game Exposed, and Instagram is The Game EXP123. And have a great day, you guys.